Hi, and welcome to another episode of our weekly Premier League predictions. This is I Am Dime channel. My name is Dime.
And I am Vicky.
Vicky is always with me, trying to dissect the result as it is hot. If you're not subscribing to the channel, kindly subscribe to the channel. Click the subscribe button and the notification button so that whenever we drop each and every one of our predictions, you will be notified immediately. So we did some predictions last week and we did very, very well. Vicky, how did we do?
So you got two correct scores. And 7 results.
7 results. I thought you wanted to make a mistake.
One
okay.
correct score and 5 results.
1 correct score, 5 results. 50%. I did 70%. That's quite good. We are also telling you that one of these weekends,
we're going to get 10 over 10.
10 over 10. So you have to stay locked in.
And we're getting at least 5 correct scores.
Let's go to this weekend. What do we have? Our first game for the weekend.
Crystal Palace and Liverpool.
Yeah, Crystal Palace, Liverpool. Crystal Palace 1, Liverpool 3.
Liverpool 2, Crystal Palace 0.
So I feel Crystal Palace will be at home and they will try as much as they can to get a goal. But the firepower of Liverpool might be just too much for them. And Liverpool will get 1, 2, 3. And it's going to be 3 points for Liverpool.
Okay, so Liverpool have been very strong defensively. They've actually kept a few clean sheets.
Yes.
And even the ones that they concede, you know that, okay, those teams must have put in a lot of effort.
Yeah.
And Crystal Palace, so far, they've not been scoring a lot of goals.
Yes.
So I don't think they would probably stand a chance against Liverpool.
Fair enough.
So the next game of the weekend, we have Man City and we have Fulham.
I think this is going to be a flawless win. Manchester City 3, Fulham 0.
Okay, so same for me, Manchester City 3, Fulham 1.
Well, I think it's going to be a flawless win for Manchester City, looking at the fact that they will be learning from what happened against Newcastle. They played over the weekend. So I feel Manchester City are going to get goals regardless of how the team is formed. I think Guardiola is going to pick up the team again, and this will be their first flawless win from their 2 draws.
Yeah. So Manchester City, we understand that Rodri is
out
injured,
of the season,
but I believe that they just have a way of coming together and making sure that that team is solid. So the Newcastle one is you can't win every game.
Okay.
So
against
Fulham has not been so bad. At least they've been scoring goals.
Yeah.
They won at least their
against Newcastle.
So I believe that they will get a goal, and Man City is at home, so you don't expect Fulham to come and beat them at home or draw. So
let's go to the next game, which is Arsenal Southampton.
2-0 Arsenal to win.
I'm also going 2-0 for Arsenal to win.
Okay, so Arsenal has a very strong defense.
Yeah.
It's like a wall that is very difficult to penetrate.
Very, very difficult.
And Southampton have not been clinical, so I don't see them getting goals, and I expect that Arsenal would want to get goals, especially because of the goal difference. So I expect them to score at least 2 goals.
I'm not adding anything to that. I think that was spot on. We go to the next one, which is West Ham Ipswich.
1-1 draw.
1-1 draw, me too, because Ipswich just have a way of drawing games. They've only lost to Liverpool and Manchester City this season, and every other game they don't want to lose.
At all.
So, and West Ham has not been very, very clinical. They've been here and there and all that. So it's going to be 1-1 for me.
Okay, same there. So let's just move to the next game.
Okay.
So we have Leicester and Bournemouth.
Leicester, Bournemouth, 2-1 in favor of Leicester.
2-1 in favor of Bournemouth.
I think Leicester is going to win this one. I think this might be one of the games that nobody expects them to win. So I feel with what I saw them play against Arsenal, and they're at home at the King Power Stadium, I think it's going to be 2-1 Leicester to win Bournemouth.
Okay. So, yeah, they actually played well against Arsenal, but I think the defense still has a little loophole because those 2 goals were scored at like the 9 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't think Arsenal would have allowed anybody to score 2 goals if it was
Arsenal also concede late goal against Manchester City.
1.
Okay.
And it was even, they had a red card and they kept holding that defense for 45 minutes until that last minute.
Okay,
So,
fine.
So Leicester, I feel like after this game, let's see how it will be, because probably they played better because it was Arsenal. They knew they had to come in with their A game. But let's see how this game goes. Then we'll know if we can have confidence back in Leicester.
Okay, let's go to the next one.
Yeah, Brentford and Wolves.
I think this is going to be a 1-1 draw.
I'll give it to Brentford 2-1.
Well, the reason why I said 1-1 is because Wolves actually need a form of result. Any kind of result right now. They really need to score goals and keep clean sheets. So I think both teams can score each other, and 1-1 draw will be fine for Wolves. I think it will be like a win for them.
Okay. Brentford is at home, and Brentford has been better than Wolves in almost all areas of the game.
Yeah.
And Wolves have been very terrible, especially when it comes to defense. They just, even when they're taking the lead, they still just manage to throw it away.
Yeah.
And so I just give it to Brentford.
Okay.
So the next game of the weekend and the final game on Saturday is Everton Newcastle.
1-1 at the Goodison Park.
It's a tough decision for me.
Okay.
But I think I still have to give it to Newcastle to win 2-1.
Reason?
So Newcastle has been a bit better.
Okay. Fair enough.
At least the game against Man City, they were able to hold them down.
Yeah.
And Everton got their first win of the season.
Yeah, so
which was surprising
against
for
all
me.
odds, not surprising for
Not
me.
surprising for you.
Yeah.
Yes. I believe they're getting better into the game, but I think Newcastle would have a better chance.
Well, I think Everton are growing strong. They wouldn't want to lose at home. Looking at the fact that they won last weekend, coming from behind to beat Crystal Palace. So I feel that they are more optimistic to keep the season going. They've also considered defeats, like they've lost the games that they were leading by 2-0. So
yeah.
I don't think they want to repeat such again this season. So
but we just hope that they concede first, because I think that's the magic trick for them.
It doesn't happen every day, but if they concede first, fine. And if they can come back from it, fine. But Newcastle might be a very tough nut to crack if they concede first. But I still feel the game is going to end in a draw, 1-1.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go to the next one. The first game of Sunday, which is Aston Villa versus Manchester United.
Yes, so I'll give it to Aston Villa to win 3-1.
I'm going to give that game 2-2. Reason being that Ten Hag is at the verge of losing his job, and he has also shown us time and time again that when they're about to pull the plug, he would get a form of result. So I think although Aston Villa might be too strong for them, or they are more better than them right now, but I think Manchester United might just have enough to pull up a draw in that game. So it's 2-2.
Okay, so for me, I feel like there are already injury concerns, and plus the red card to Bruno, which reduces their chance. Although after the game with FC Porto, we'll probably know if they stand a chance or not.
Okay.
We've seen that there have just been so many excuses. Give me time has been the excuse for almost 3 seasons, and we've not seen results. So I don't even think some members of the team, even the ones that he brought, I don't think all of them are really happy with the performance at this moment, because you can see that the players are not playing to win anymore. There is almost like there's no motivation or spirit anymore in their game. There's no team. Yeah. There's no teamwork. Sometimes they come to the field and they play like they didn't train together. So And we know that Unai Emery came in just around the same time. Actually, after 3 months after Ten Hag came into the Premier League.
Exactly.
We have seen Maresca and
of,
Slot.
yeah.
So, and we've seen them give results, but there's something wrong. And I don't think at this time, he has been getting away. You know, he can't get away all the time.
Okay.
But Aston Villa has been solid, even in the Championship and all of other competitions. So I'll give it to them.
Yeah, I can see where you're coming from, looking at the fact that you're a Manchester United fan. You just don't want to let it go. But we'll have to go to the next one, which is Chelsea
Forest.
Chelsea Forest. Your result?
Okay, Chelsea to win 3-1.
I think Chelsea will win 3-2. Reason because the defense is just appalling. One of the culprits is Sanchez, their goalkeeper. He just finds a way of making errors. So I think Chelsea will concede maybe 1, maybe 2, but they will do enough to win the game. They have Cole Palmer, so we are looking at 3-2.
Yes, I believe that Chelsea will win. I can see the work they're putting in. Jadon Sancho has also been a very
good
signing for them because he did well in the last game that got them their win.
Yeah.
So I feel like, yes, they're going to win this game. Yes, they might make mistakes from the back, but they'll win this game. So the final game of the weekend, we have Brighton and Tottenham.
Brighton 1, Tottenham 2.
Okay, so I'm giving it a 2-2 draw. Both teams are actually very strong, and it's Brighton's home for this game. I don't think they will want to lose at home after drawing so many matches.
Okay.
They also want to stay competitive. They did well, although it's been as if they've been coming down the slope, but I feel like they're going to just maintain a draw at least.
Well, Tottenham has been showing very, very good signs. They did not play with Son when they played Manchester United. Son was not available and they went riot against Manchester United. Just imagine Son was there. It would have been...
No, it would have been like 7.
It would have been like 7, sincerely. We are not joking.
They would have moved to United.
But Brighton has been on a decline. They started very well, but they've not really looked formidable again. They've lost their striker. João Pedro has been injured for a while. I think it has also affected the team. So all in all, I just tilt my turn towards Tottenham because they look more solid, more compact than Brighton at the moment.
Yeah, and I saw a lot of work Johnson was doing. That guy was working like he was high.
Like a jockey. So I think all in all, Tottenham for me should win it, but you feel it's going to be a draw?
Just because it's the Amex
Stadium. Okay.
So
okay. Yeah. So guys, that is it from us. This is I Am Dime channel. Thank you very much for listening. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. My name is Dime.
And I am Vicky.
And we say
bye.
See you next time.